Don't you know? Girls don't go to school, only boys go to school. And I went back to them. I said, look, do you want to study? And you should have seen the little spark in their eyes. There was such an excitement. They said, yes. Will you teach us? I said, yes. Why don't you come home? I'll teach you.
We need radical reforms. We are here talking about just starting up universities. I think it's much more serious than that. We've got monumental challenges in education. You just mentioned the deficit of teachers. You've talked about this huge deficit of every possible aspect that is required to sustain education, which we are not addressing.
We have the human development report in 2011, which said all-round increase in literacy in the country is taking place.
But I think
all-round increase in literacy. Now,
but
that's not a good step forward.
Very different. You know, if you look at literacy indicators, they're very poor. Today,
but they're going up.
30%,
they're going up.
No, 30% of class 1 students can't even recognize 1 to 10 numbers. Now, these are not good indicators. So, literacy is very different to education.
So the Human Development Report didn't know what it was talking about?
Well, you know, it depends how you measure any indicator.
Travel to India, where nearly 100% of children start primary school. But especially for girls in rural areas, staying in school remains a challenge, and literacy rates have not improved.
VIDYA is an education-based NGO, and all our intervention is geared towards quality education for lesser privileged children, youth, and secondary beneficiaries like women. The history of VIDYA is about 31 years old. It was in 1985 that our founder found these girls in IIT Delhi.
IIT Delhi is a very premier university of the country where everything is perfect, everybody's educated. But across the walls of the IIT, everybody's illiterate. So one day I saw this group of girls in a dirty pool of black water, which flows through the campus, and they couldn't build a wall over it. And I just walked up to them. I said, how come you're not in school? They looked me up and down and they said, what? Don't you know? Girls don't go to school, only boys go to school.
And that little seed which was sown so many years ago with 5 girls has grown into a movement of 31 years old now, and with 2 lakh lives having been touched. Across 36 educational centers across Delhi, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Bangalore and Pune. And we reach out to over 10,000 beneficiaries in a year. In Mumbai, we reach out to 4,000 beneficiaries every year. So VIDYA's core programs exist in the communities in form of beyond school program and youth, because we believe that community-led transformation is the way to go. VIDYA won't be there forever, but the community has to take the onus to transform itself over a period of time. So that's how the community program started. We are creating these leaders who will take the social transformation forward.
Madrasa Negi is a computer science engineer in LA, California. Doing that is just fantastic. The beautiful part about him is not only has he made it amazingly well, but he's transformed his entire village. Because of his example, they fought and put the best teachers. Every kid goes to school in Kinnaur district where no girls ever went to school. Because of this one example, every child goes to school, every child wants to be a madrasa.
This is a CLRC Computer Learning Resource Center of Chaitanya Nagar, where our beyond school children and youth come to learn computer.
Most of our students are studying in BMC or low income schools where the computer infrastructure is largely defunct. So we are, on one hand, while we are working on addressing that gap through school partnerships program, but we are at our beyond school program, we are also making digital labs, state-of-the-art digital labs available to them. Vidya's main programs are Beyond School program in communities, VIDYA, which is a Rotary partnership project running in BMC schools, youth program and school partnerships. Beyond School program in communities is one of our core programs, which is a very holistic intervention for children from classes 1 to 10. So the main pillars we focus on are educational enrichment, life skills and digital empowerment. Bhavishyan is a Rotary partnership project, and Rotary has involved Vidya as a knowledge partner to impart spoken English and life skills across about 8 municipal schools. In School Partnerships program, which is a very recently launched initiative, we tie up with schools to help them address that lack or the gap in the quality education. So many schools need help with spoken English, some need help with reviving or revamping their computer labs. So Vidya has partnered with 5 schools in the last year to many students from classes 1 to 10. So we reached out to about 2,700 students last year. The youth program aims at helping dropout youth finish their class 10 and 12 through a board called NIOS, which is National Institute of Open Schooling. It's a national board. Many of these youth are now finishing their graduation. They are in good white-collar jobs, and some are even entrepreneurs who have started their own businesses.
IIT के अंदर से मार्गम स्लम में लेके आए। मार्गम यानी उद्योगिनी, यानी महिलाओं के लिए जो प्रोडक्शन यूनिट बोलते हैं, वो हम लोगों ने इस बस्ती में शुरू किया। एरिया में घर घर जाके विज़िट करके सब लोगों को मोबिलाइज़ किया, और उस टाइम पे हम लोगों ने ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 12 कोर्सेस हम लोगों ने औरतों के लिए शुरू किया था.
आणि मी सध्या 10वीची एक्झाम दिली, 11वीला गेले. माझे बाबा ड्रायव्हर आहेत.
इथं भरपूर कॉम्प्युटर आहेत, म्हणजे बाकीच्या क्लासमध्ये मोजून कॉम्प्युटर असतात, इथे भरपूर कॉम्प्युटर आहेत.
जमायची नाही ती फीस जास्त असायची आणि इकडे कमी.
इधर हम लोग को ज़्यादा फीस देना पड़ता है जो हम लोग के लेवल में नहीं देते हैं.
आणि इकडे चांगले शिकवतात, बेटर.
Now we got maybe 100,000 schools, they're very good. India's got 41,000 colleges, 5,000 colleges are very good. What about the rest? We must look at the country as a whole. We are 1.2 billion people. We're not a small country. We're not a country where we can have only 15 IITs with 10,000 students. We need 100 IITs, 100,000 students.
We can come here and keep debating this. Are we sinking? I think we are not sinking, because some people, and a lot of people in this country, are having a realization that it is hopeless to expect that the government is going to change anything, and that others of us have to go and do something.
She realizes that by empowering other women, she's bringing a change, and her sons have all gone to college. Her 3 sons who were illiterate have gone to college.
Right.
She set up them with business. And I spoke to her yesterday, said, I'm going to talk about you tomorrow, Neelam. And she was so thrilled. She said, look, my whole aim is how many more can I empower? And she has 15 groups and she takes care of all of it.
Sure.
So that's, it's anything is possible. It's just what you can empower a woman, you can transform an entire community.
We believe that it's not only enough to have a successful, productive citizen. It's very important to have a socially responsible, productive citizen.